And I say we are very proud to have a unicorn that is not losing money. I think it's a unique example also worldwide. So next, I asked to Valerio Fonseca to join us. Valerio, ciao, sorry. Valerio is co-founder and CEO of Joivy.
Good morning, everyone. So after so many incredible companies, difficult maybe to say something interesting, but at least I guess that maybe we have one uniqueness in the portfolio of Tamburi. Maybe we are the only company founded by an ex-employee of Tamburi Investment Partners. So maybe it's something unique, at least this. No, I started with an internship there just after university, and I remained there for 4 years, and then I quit, and with the bonuses paid by tip. So thanks forever. I founded Joivy. Let's go to Joivy. Joivy is the first and biggest integrated management platform managing residential products, so apartments and residential buildings in Europe, offering living spaces for short-term, medium-term, and long-term solutions. So when we go to our offers, we are the, let's say, really focused and the leader in the co-living market. So co-living and shared apartments, what they are. So shared apartments are big units, big flats in which we rent a single units to students and young professionals. And then in the units we have common spaces for them. Then we have also co-living buildings, so entire buildings, residential buildings that we rent them, and we sublease to students, young professionals. There are lots of common spaces that they can use, and also micro-livings that are students. So the target for that is students and young professionals. In that segment, we are the biggest in Italy, the biggest in France, the biggest in Europe, and one of the biggest worldwide. Vacation and corporate travelers always on some kind of residential products. So for travelers, companies, and business travelers. And we are also an important operators here in Italy in the student housing. So huge buildings managed just for students. When I say big buildings, I'm talking also about 10, 15,000 square meters buildings. Last year, just to give you some numbers, 200,000 guests that opened the doors of our homes all across Europe and started using also our, let's say, community hub. For example, we opened the first community hub here in Milan. Then I will tell you, I will be more precise on this. Let's go on our markets and numbers. We are in 7 countries, a huge position in Italy. Second, our biggest market is France, and then UK, and then also Spain and Madrid. 50 destinations, 4,000 apartments and villas and buildings under management. We are talking the value of these assets that are not owned by us. We just manage them. We are talking about 2 billions, 500,000 square meters. So it's quite an important number from my perspective. And last year, we had almost 2 million web users on our website. Business model. We have 2 main, from one side we have landlords and real estate operators, and then customers. Who are the landlords and investors? Private owners, so everybody that has to lease and to rent the units. We can be the perfect tenant for them. Institutional real estate investors, and also property developers, so operators that wants to build greenfield deals and get in touch with us to have support in how to build, what to build, all the project management, and also to have a future tenant for the asset. How do we do this? Or with the rent-to-rent model. So we rent this unit or buildings with a long-term contract, and we pay the rent as a normal tenant, but an institutional one. Or through a management contract. So we share the revenues with the landlords and the investors. It depends on the appetite for risk or not a commercial risk with the counterpart and the partner. Why they select us? Clearly, we are a reliable counterpart compared to the private tenant that you can find on the market, and clearly minimizing bad debts, indirect costs that are a lot. You have lots of vacancy on the market. You have lots of agency costs while the tenants is changing. Clearly, we ensure the income for them with a long-term contract. And we can support them also in selecting the best opportunity on the market to buy in a buy-to-rent model. So now we are investing also part of our energy to support investors that want to buy and to go into the residential market, that is the biggest market worldwide, from my perspective, in investing in a buy-to-rent model. Then going to customers, as I said, we have long-term solutions for students, professional couples, corporate clients, and soon, I guess, also in the multi-family. We will launch or by the end of this year or the beginning of next one, and also short-term, as I said. Clearly, why they select us for the quality of the product and services is an all-inclusive formula. So they see the units on our portals, they book it online, they pay, and they enter the units that are completely with furniture, with electricity, gas, maintenance, internet, is everything included. So they pay and don't have to care anything about the management of those units. And clearly we invest a lot in digital and in tech because we want to make all the UX really technological, and that's something that also the customer are appreciating a lot. Co-living, micro-living shared apartments, almost 10,000 beds under management. In 15 cities, more than 1,000 flats and villas in Europe in 30 cities, and almost 200,000 tenants hosted last year. Co-living buildings, more than 1,000, mainly here in Italy. And then the first community hub, we want to give also to all our tenants, to all our customers, the possibility to have a space where to co-work or co-study and to organize also events. And I think that in the future we want to add the service about the living space with some additional services. If we can go with the video, just to give some image of our products. Thank you. If you think at Europe, at the moment, there is no real brand for what I think. If you think about a living space in Europe, there is not a brand. Maybe there are some platforms like Airbnb in the short term, but there is a huge opportunity to build a brand, a platform capable to manage all the residential products and in a really fragmented market to establish a brand and operator there. Let's go to our numbers. In the last 10 years, we have been capable to grow 35% per year. We have been really concentrated in Italy and to scale until 2020. Then in 2021, we realized, also thanks to the investments of Tamburi Investment Partners and Starwood Capital, two important acquisitions, then I will describe a little better, entering in the UK, in Portugal, and in France. And then we started again to grow organically quite a lot from my perspective, realizing important organic growth in France, in UK, and Iberia, but also in Italy. We are mainly focused in rent-to-rent model, so we're mainly rents. But when the landlords has some kind of appetite for commercial opportunity and the kind of risk, we also do the management model. Mainly concentrated in long term. We will remain an operator mainly concentrated with long term, but we integrate and we will integrate our offer also with short term. The idea is to give to our customers the opportunity to simplify the way they can access to all our units. Our idea is to build a platform that when a tenant, a customer, enter into our platform, they can, in a simpler way, use all our units and become their units. And we are also investing in managing units with a hybrid model. So during the year with the long term and during the summer with the short term. We can go proven capability to consolidate. Clearly, we are talking about a huge market, really fragmented. We are the biggest operator, even if, from my perspective, we are quite small compared to the potential of the market. And we started in 2019 to consolidate operators. The first important one was Place4You, was the second biggest player in Milan in the co-living market. We acquired them, pay a multiple of EBITDA, we cut all the costs, and we were capable to integrate directly the contribution margin, optimizing also the revenues because we started to sell those products in our platform. Then we acquired student housing. We wanted to acquire, in this case, the know-how to manage huge buildings, because also in the residential market, there are lots of operators that are starting building huge asset for residential purpose. And we want to also to expand with this product line. And then Altido, this one, in 2021, we decided to transform the company from a co-living company to a living company, and so capable to offer short, medium, long term. So we acquired Altido, that was one of the main platform in the short-term market in Europe, with operations in UK and in Portugal, but also in Italy. And we were capable to, in 3 years, passing from 7 million up to 25 million, and with a negative EBITDA to positive EBITDA. Shenestore was the leader in the co-living market in France, a perfect company, and we were capable to more than double in two years and make 3 times EBITDA since we acquired them. We are talking about a huge market. If we see the rents in Europe, we are talking about almost 400 billion of rents. And it's growing because of many reasons. First of all, because people, when they look at a residential product, they prefer day by day more renting than acquiring. So the market is growing. There is a lot of mobility and urbanization issues, and also social changes. Then I will describe why. But you are talking about a huge market and growing and really fragmented. Urbanization. People are always year by year moving into the cities. This make the demand for rents and for units increase, and the forecast is always the same. Affordability, a huge issue. Buy units, buy apartments has become, compared to the salary, quite difficult. And so rents is the solution for this problem. Social changes. People are getting married always later and later, and so postponing the decision to acquire units when they get married, and so the rents are growing, and also mobility. People are traveling for work, traveling for everything, so it's easier to rent units than acquire units every time that you move in another city. Leadership, if we see Europe, we are the biggest operator in Europe. The other ones, Habit is a second player. We are the only biggest one already profitable. We have been always profitable at the EBITDA level. Only in 2021, we had the full year of pandemic. But we are a profitable company from an EBITDA perspective and a market leadership in Europe. Some differences with the competition. Clearly, we have demonstrated to grow with many business lines and in many countries, and now we have lots of data that we can use for reducing the risk of execution and underwriting risk when we see units and when we see growth, and it's something that nobody has on the market, because the other operators are mainly focused in one vertical product and maybe in one region, could be one city or could be one country, so really fragmented, and no one has got such a huge knowledge. Also now, we've been doing this business for 20 years, and so we have also a history of execution and managing and operations. This is really a difference with compared to the market. And now we have the opportunity, when we see an asset, to decide which is the best way to manage and to make profits with that asset. 5 years ago, we were obliged to see only that asset with a co-living model. Now we can see with a co-living, micro-living, we can see as a short-term product, so we can see that asset and say, okay, the best way to make profit with this asset is this one. So really flexibility that can make leveraging on our pipeline. Tech, we have 40 people in our tech team, and we are digitalizing all the process. It's a long-term project, really difficult, but we are building a unique an infrastructure from my perspective, clearly giving us a difference with the market, because all the other operators are really small and don't have the sites to make these kind of investments. Clearly, this is impacting operations, and so the capability to also to have operations capable to be the perfect consolidator of the market of this in a really fragmented segment. Thank you very much.